Hi everyone, Colleen here, and today is day one of the September ADF challenge. I just wanted to let you know that I'm rooting for you and just a basic rundown of what you're doing today and what ADF is. ADF stands for alternate day fasting, and it is roughly a 36-hour fasting period. I call it sunup to sunup, where when you wake up, you are fasting until you wake up the next day, and then you eat when you wake up again, and then follow that pattern day in and day out until you reach your satisfied goal. Okay, that's what alternate day fasting is. Feel free to research for more information. I want you to expect discomfort. Discomfort is normal while fasting, especially if this is your first fast ever. If this is your first fast ever, wow, you're going in head first, but I would suggest you warm up with a 16-8 fast, which is 16 hours fasting and 8 hours eating, and then gradually close that fasting window, make it greater and greater and greater. So you could then do 24 and then eventually 23-1, and then you work your way up to a full 36-hour fast. Ideally, you want to be busy on your fast day. If you'd like, drink caffeine. Caffeine helps suppress appetite. Sip water throughout your day. Go out for a walk to keep your mind busy and to get some sun. Sun is always great. You do not have to worry about exercise on a fast day. I would always suggest taking it easy. Beware of triggers, anything that signals a cue to eat, such as sitting down for your afternoon meeting and you usually have a snack. If you're around your children and you like to pick at their meals, if you know that a certain person stresses you and you like to stress eat, beware of those things. Be mindful. Fasting is a time to be mindful. Be very aware of what triggers your hunger. This is not only for weight loss, this is to help cure emotional eating. This is to help with binge eating. It helps you just become more mindful and understand what true hunger looks and feels like. Okay. If you feel lightheaded or dizzy, please feel free to add some pink Himalayan salt to your tongue and wash it down with some water. Or you could find some fasting salts, or my go-to electrolyte is Element. It is a salt-based electrolyte, meaning that it's composed of 3 components. It has sodium, potassium, and magnesium. All 3 of these help you to feel renourished, revived, and hydrate properly. I can't think of anything else that you'd need to know. Hot water is very satisfying. As a tip, having hot water at the end of your day is very soothing. If you'd like, have tea, unflavored, unsweetened preferably. We're looking to ultimately train the tongue not to want sweets. So that's why I say stay away from a lot of crutches. If you need a crutch, especially if this is your first challenge or your first introduction to alternate day fasting, it's okay. I was the same. I used to rely on 4C lemonade packets during the first 6 weeks of my journey. And then eventually I was like, I can do this without it. So the purpose of crutches is to help you walk. And once you're able to walk, to run without the crutches, of course. Okay, so we want to retrain the tongue. We want to retrain the hunger cues, the signals, and just become attuned with our body again. I really want you to understand the science behind fasting. If you're a female, I highly recommend Mindy Peltz, Jen Stevens, and any doctor of the female sort that understands the mechanics of fasting for women. Women do fast differently than men. Our bodies are composed of a lot more hormones, and fasting is an extreme hormone regulator. Fasting is an extreme hormone regulator. So if you have any hormonal imbalances within the body, you can expect to either rebalance or have them change or shift in some sort of way, okay? Please do your research on fasting for health, hormonal balances, and how it kicks off autophagy. Autophagy is the process by which when the cells starts to rejuvenate, repair, and renew. Okay, so the body has time to do that while you're not digesting and extracting nutrients. Please find books, literature, articles, listen to podcasts. So many are on YouTube. Just throw one on while you're doing something like a chore, trying to get your mind off fasting, and understand those things helped me so much through a fast. Listening to like an hour-long podcast and understanding the mechanics of why fasting is so essential for humans. Not men, not women, humans. All of us will benefit from fasting some sort of way, okay? And please understand that this is not for people with disordered eating. This is not for people who have triggers through eating or refraining from eating. I would not suggest fasting for those who have a poor relationship with food, a severely disordered view of food, okay? If you have tendencies to binge eat, emotional eat, yes, this will help. But if you find that you had bulimia, you anorexia, you cannot control yourself, I would refrain from fasting, and I would seek some kind of medical professional help to help you have a better relationship with food. Do not forget to journal to offload your energy. Energy transference is real. If it lives up here, you're gonna find a way to express it a different way. So whether that's through drinking, sexual behavior, shopping, it's gonna be expressed some way. This is where self-awareness comes in. So journal. I highly suggest, hey, write a page or two of anything that's on your mind. It's bothering you. You want to express it. Write it down. That is all. I'm rooting for you. Don't forget, we have the Facebook ADF group if you're looking for support, if you're looking for a community, if you're looking for people, like-minded people on their journey just like you. They share tips, tricks, hacks, pits, peaks, all of the awesomeness that's going on in the ADF community, okay? Is in my Facebook group. It's free 99. Free 99. Not $3.99. Free. So feel free to join. It's totally free. And that's it. Bye-bye.